children of all ages, it's time for Blue Star's Tech Trivia, the game show where we grill contestants for no reward, but you could win big. So cover your computer camera, grab a snack, and crack a beer. We won't tell. It's time for Tech Trivia.
Happy Friday, everybody, and welcome to Tech Trivia. I am Dwayne Roebuck, and you are not. Welcome to the game where the contestants will battle it out fiercely for absolutely nothing, but you could have a chance to win $500. Hey, before we get started today, a special thanks to our sponsor, Zebra, for today's show. Let's get right into it, shall we, and bring out the contestants. Our first contestant is all the way from right here in Kentucky. She is Emily, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, Welcome to Tech Trivia. How are you today? Good. Our second contestant is coming back for some more. Yes, it is Austin. My middle name is Brady Hearn. Welcome, Austin. How are you, sir? All right, we've got a little battle going on here. I can already feel it in the air. Are you ready for the 10-question quiz? Let's do it. All right, let's go. Question number 1. Which of these is a similar equivalent size to fiber optic cable? Is it A, bamboo, B, human hair, C, pipeline, or D, telephone wire? Austin.
We're just going to guess D.
We're going to guess D, telephone wire is not correct. Emily.
I'm going to guess A.
Bamboo is not correct. So we still have B, human hair, or C, pipeline. Austin.
Let's go pipeline.
Let's go wrong. Oh. All right, so that goes to Emily. There you go! That is correct. Okay, hopefully this gets a little better here, folks. On to our next question. During which decade did the internet become visible to the general public? Is it the 90s, the 80s, the 70s, or the 50s? Emily.
The 80s?
Not correct. Austin.
90s.
The 90s is correct! Well played, my friend. On to our next question. Where was the first Vartech trade show held? Is it A, Florence, Italy, B, Florence, Kentucky, C, Los Angeles, or D, Punta Cana? Emily.
Florence, Kentucky.
Florence, Kentucky is correct, and she's on the board. Oh, she takes a commanding lead of 2-1. Nicely played. On to our next question. What is the name of Blue Star's end-user marketing program for VARs? Is it A, Vartech, B, VARValue, C, Varcom, or D, Lead Finder? Austin.
Varcom.
Varcom is correct. Very nicely done and ties up the score. On to our next question. Who created the first thermometer? Is it A, Anders Celsius, B, Doug Themo, C, Galileo, or D, Daniel Fahrenheit? Yes, Emily.
I'm going to guess A.
A would be wrong. Austin, do you have a guess?
Let's go B. We'll just go down the line.
B is not correct. Emily, okay, so here are your guesses still. You have Galileo and Daniel Fahrenheit. Austin.
We're going to go D.
We're going to go D, Daniel Fahrenheit. Not correct, Emily, you did it. Because it was Galileo. Very nice, very nice. Through a process of elimination, you're going to win. There we go. On to our next question. When was the Hubble Space Telescope launched? Is it A, 1985, B, 1995, C, 1990, or D, 1999? Yes, Austin.
1985.
1985 is not correct. Emily, do you have a guess?
What were the other ones?
1995, 1990, or 1999?
I'm going to guess 1990.
Yes, you are correct! Well played! And a commanding 4-2 lead at this point. You're in a heap of trouble there, Austin. On to our next question, yes. Riding tailors destroyed what new invention in 1830? Was it A, the iron, B, sewing machine, C, thimble, or D, conveyor belt? What? Yes, Emily.
Sewing machine?
Sewing machine is correct! Nicely played. Yes, indeed. Riding over the technology of the sewing machine. On to our next question. The utility of modern smartphone was demonstrated by comparing it to over $3,000 worth of gadgets found in a single page, a 1991 ad from what retailer? Was it an ad from A, Radio Shack, B, Circuit City, C, Walmart, or D, Blockbuster? Austin.
A.
A is correct. Radio Shack. That's right. $3,000 worth of gadgets found in that smartphone. On to our next question. Let's check the board to see if Austin has hope. He does. We've got two questions left. You could tie it up here. Edith Clark, known as a computer for her ability to perform difficult mathematical calculations, performed such technology existed, or before such technology existed, invented an early form of what device? So Edith Clark invented early form of which device? Is it A, typewriter, B, telephone, C, laptop, D, calculator? Emily.
Calculator?
Calculator is correct. Very nicely done. On to our last question. What did Johannes Gutenberg invent in the 15th century? Is it A, telescope, B, alphabet, C, compass, or D, the printing press? Austin.
I'm gonna guess compass.
You're going to guess incorrectly. Yes. Sorry. Anybody? Emily, do you have a guess?
What was the question?
What? The answers are telescope, alphabet, or printing press.
Telescope.
Incorrect. Okay, we still have the alphabet or the printing press, Johannes Gutenberg.
I'm gonna go alphabet.
Alphabet is incorrect. Emily, by default, you would say?
Printing press.
Printing press is correct. There we go. Thank you so much for playing. You get absolutely nothing. Just get off stage. And your fabulous prize is out back. Thank you so much for playing today. Hey, Johnny, we got a sponsor for today's program, do we not?
Yes,
it's
sir,
the Zebra.
we do. Hey, before we get started, though, this week was supposed to have been the Cannes Film Festival.
Yes.
But they postponed it to July. But even so, let's talk about movies for a second.
All right.
What are some of your favorite movies? Maybe one that most people would not think is a favorite.
Ooh, Shawshank Redemption.
Okay.
Great movie.
Yes, I
Yes,
agree.
one of my favorites. What about you?
Well, you know I'm a Star Wars guy, so
Of
Empire
course.
Strikes Back is at the top. You got Jaws, Contact, The Dark Knight.
Very nice.
But a movie you might not expect, I love the movie Pitch Perfect.
Pitch Perfect?
Yeah,
Get
it's
out
like,
of town.
It's like a sports movie practically.
What?
Except it's about a cappella. Seriously, it's the formula of a sports movie. Watch it sometime, you'll see.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Yeah.
We'll
All right.
do.
All right, well, let's chat about this device here. We have the ZQ521 mobile printer from Zebra.
Very nice.
It's the most rugged premium 4-inch mobile printer available. Don't throw it around again. I always have to tell them this. You like to pick stuff up and throw it around.
Yes.
It would probably survive, but we have a show to do.
That's right.
Military grade durability. I mean, apparently you can just shoot a rocket
Well,
launcher
there you
with
go,
this thing.
right?
It'll survive.
Yeah, we're good to go.
Drops, sprayed liquid, dirt, accidents, it's going to survive it all. It's got large buttons and an interface that is usable while you're wearing gloves. So again, if you're out in a rugged environment, you got a glove, you can
No
still
problem.
use this printer.
No problem.
Linerless printing, high capacity battery, Bluetooth management. It's ideal for transportation, manufacturing, retail, warehouse, and hospitality. Lots of places you can use this. Again, very industrial grade, military grade, durable printer.
Used anywhere. So, if we needed a little bit more information on this wonderful product, how would we get that?
Well, you would want to reach out to Christy Schulteis. She is the Zebra AIT BDM, and her specialty is media and printing. Her contact info is here on the screen, but you can also find her by going to the Blue Star Events app. You might have heard of that. I talk about it every episode. So when you log in there, because you have it already, right, you're going to go to the Pandemic Toolkit for 2021, click on Tech Trivia. There you'll go and find all of our experts for all the products you see on the show or any other shows of ours that you watch, because you should watch everything that we do.
Absolutely.
That's how you can get in touch with Christy.
There you go. And Johnny, now that they have the information, how do they win the fabulous prize of
Yes.
potentially $500?
Because that's what you're here for.
That's
be
right.
honest. You go to bluestarinc.com/tech trivia.
What's that URL again?
bluestarinc.com/tech trivia. And we have to give you a code.
That's right.
In order to verify that you actually watched this show. Today's code is movies. Simple enough.
Wait a minute. What's that code again?
Movies.
And what's that URL?
bluestarinc.com/tech trivia.
Thanks once again to Zebra. Good luck.